taking every single precaution. I don't know, whatever. I'm not a politician. I'm a performer. I'll write a song.
Yeah. There you go.
Do I have to? No, just kidding. It'll be fine. We'll all work it out. I believe we'll all work it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. When I say I'm happy to be here, I don't necessarily mean here. Like, I'm happy to be in LA. I'm happy to be working. I am, trust me, but I'm happy to be here. Like, I'm happy to be alive. So that's why I'm really trying to like take everything with a grain of salt, really like stop complaining about like trivial, petty things, you know, and just try to be happy that I'm here. Because this has been an insane year. 2020 has been off the charts crazy.
Yes, like I remember the ball dropping and I'm just like, oh yeah, yes. 2019, guess what? We're getting ready in like 5 seconds. It's 2020. It's going to be my year. I'm going to be announcing so many things. The Taeler Army has no idea. And then 2020 happens. I mean, I still made those announcements, but it's like, oh, 2020. Oh,
2020 was so lit. Like the first 2-3 months were lit for me. Like I was doing like all these cool corporate gigs. I was like at these awesome venues. I was like, this is great. Like this year's looking good. And then it was like, but I absolutely would not have had time to write a project. That's for sure. Because I was just doing my thing. So see?
For real. Exactly. I just wrote a blog. It was called, you know, For When You May Need It, because I think that there's so much that, you know, because everyone's so busy in this sort of lifestyle where everything's so expensive, working a 9-to-5 doesn't pay the bills anymore, trying to keep a roof over your head, food in the fridge, clothes on your back, internet so you can function as a human being, electric bills, water, all of that stuff, it just adds up, right? So everybody's so, you know, immersed in the go, 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 go that we don't stop to kind of just go, wow, you know, I should be thankful for the clothes I have to wear, the food I get to eat, the fact that my heart beats, and the fact that I have a roof over my head, clean water to drink, people that love me. Those are a lot of basic meaningful blessings that people take for granted every day that some people can't even boast having. And coronavirus really, really and truly brought that back down to me like, wow, you know, I may have lung disease, but I can still breathe. I can still do what I love to do every day for the most part, coronavirus pending. You know, there's people that miss the feel of grass on their feet. You know, there's people that miss going shopping for their own groceries because they're house ridden. They can't do that anymore. There's people that would give anything to be able to hear music again. There's people that are blind that would just love to be able to see their loved ones again in person with their own eyes. You know what I mean? So when you take a step back, it's like, well, maybe things aren't so bad because I can see my loved ones, even if it's not in person. My heart is still beating. I have food. I have people that love me. I have a career. You know, I think, yes, people need to just go, okay, it could be so much worse. Let me count my blessings instead of all the things that are bothering me.
Right. It's so true, girl. It's so, so true.
And we've all been there. We've all had those moments where like, life is so terrible. It's awful. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then you look back and you're like, oh, really? Really? Come on now.
Yeah. You can't be a drama queen about it. Like I used to be a drama queen so bad. Like, oh my gosh, I'm still a drama queen. Like I still am so petty. Like I'll be like, oh my gosh. Like, and then I have to check myself. But like with all the tragedy that's happened recently and the tragedy, my own personal tragedies that have happened, like I don't know. I'm very happy to be here. That's it. I'm happy to be here. Everything leading up to this was also very odd because when I moved to Vegas, like I love Vegas so much and there's just so much stuff going on. And I saw Aerosmith last year. I saw Janet last year. I saw Cher last year. I performed with her last year. I performed with Chrissy Metz last year. Like there were so many opportunities. I performed with Walk the Moon in front of 10,000 people. Like all this energy, the crowd and these performances, like being a concert goer and someone who's been support for artists and being a performer myself, like every moment last year, I was like, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Like, I'm grateful for this. And I'm glad that I let that all sink in because who knows when the next time is that like we're all gonna get lit. You know what I mean? Like as a crowd, like we've been watching them build Allegiant Stadium for the last, 2 years or whatever, and now it's like, are we going to be able to fill it up? Like,
yes,
let's hope so.
Yes, you will. God, please sit here right now on this podcast and tell me what it was like performing with Cher, because Cher is one of my ultimate. Oh, okay. I thought you did.
No, I saw Cher.
Okay, well, how was that then? Because that is still my bucket list. She is, okay, for people that don't know, let me like rewind this back a little bit. Okay, I am such a diverse sort of like personality person, okay, for people listening. And Samantha can attest to this because Sam and I go way back to junior high school, okay? She was like one of the first girls I ever met besides one of my other friends that liked wrestling, okay? This girl was like my BFF, like when I was getting bullied, when I had nobody to come to my birthday party, like this chick was for real, right? So fast forward, I'm on gut check for Spike TV. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, a Spike TV for TNA at that time was getting over 1 million viewers every episode. Okay, and here I am, just this recently turned 23-year-old nobody, terrified out of my mind. I'm standing at gorilla position, which is all the computers with the producer people, right before the curtain in front of the Titantron. Okay, so I'm there. I'm waiting for whatever music they haven't even told me is mine to come out. And I have my headphones in because I have a little bit of time to go. And one of the last things I heard before I walked out that curtain live on Spike TV was Cher's Half Breed. That is my song. It has always been my song. It will always be one of my favorite songs. And literally, that was the last thing I heard before the people at Gorilla were like, go. Yes! Those war drums, man. And those were apparently like real war drums too. That's like insanely awesome. But that's besides the point. Half Breed, that song gets my blood going every time. So I need to hear. It's so underrated. So please tell me, now that I've backtracked back to like 2012, what was it like seeing her live? That's on my bucket list.
Okay, so let's see. Cher's dope because Cher is just goals in every sense of the word for an American woman. Like, she's just goals. She's beautiful. I actually have 2 friends who support her. So I have one of my friends is a backup singer, Jody, and then one of my friends, DJ, actually was a contestant on America's Got Talent. That's how I met him. He's one of the dancers. So it was just cool to see people I know up there, like with her. And she can sing, she can act, she looks fabulous, she has style, she has wit, she has humor, she has anecdotes. She pays beautiful tribute to Sonny. She's just Cher, right? And she can do like a 4-minute plank. Like, I'm gonna do a 4-minute plank when I'm 70 for sure.
You're like,
that's goals.
Gotta do it now. Cher did it. I got to too.
Listen, I love it. I love her. She was amazing, and it was emotional, because I love Cher too. Like, I love her because she's so. I don't know. People don't really say like, oh, Cher's the greatest singer or whatever. I personally love her voice. So if you're hung up on whether or not she's an amazing singer, like you need to check yourself. She's a great singer, but she's also like an award-winning actress. She's also like just so many other things. She's Cher.
I feel like there'll never be another Cher. Cher is a once-in-a-lifetime sort of person. But what I do feel is because she is so multi-talented and she has this grace and gumption about her to just be herself, whether people like it or not. She wasn't what Hollywood would say was conventionally beautiful. And I think that's what made her so exotically amazing. Yeah. Like, she was just like, I'm never going to be this, that, Hollywood wants me to be on this. And when she had her own variety show with the Sonny and Cher, when she was doing music, when she emerged on her own as just Cher, she was never what Hollywood ever like wanted to push as being the typical beauty, the typical talent. And that's what I loved so much about Cher. And that made her stand out even more. Like, when the person that wrote Half Breed wrote it, they said that the only person that will sing this song is Cher. This song is Cher. And I read that interview.
Research on your favorite song. You're such
I am, guys. I am. I love to read and write and do all this crazy stuff. So
me too.
when I'm talking about something, it's because I